Hello there, beautiful Scorpio. Welcome to your weekly read. Tuning in if you're Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign in Scorpio. The last couple of reads were really evolved around your obsession with money, okay? And I do hope to see this, this relief of needing to focus on money too much, okay? Like the fears and worries or the wants and desires. Let's have a look what comes through. 4 bodies of existence: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Let's get the overall energies this week for Scorpio for the physical body of existence. Fucking hell. You can't make this shit up. Like, seriously. Scorpio, stop, bro. Alright, reveling in money. You've been spending some money. You may have been spending money on yourself, on other people. This week it suggests go hard, go free, go wild, spend the money. Don't worry about it. It's going to come back. It's going to come back tenfold. It's going to come back fourfold, if you will, with the 4 of Pentacles. This card definitely suggests that you're being, way too... Well, 1, carefree with money. Don't worry about it. The divine saying, look, you just rise above. You're definitely gifting in to a certain situation. Like, the things that you are buying is actually revolving around a union. It's actually revolving around certain steps, little steps to bettering your physical reality for a beautiful deepening of a union or a reunion, okay? You want to make this being happy. You want to make your own soul happy. This is a true dance with a divinity. Law of attraction manifestation is coming through. This is a dance. And look, sometimes when the 4 of Pentacles comes out in personal or these types of reads, especially in reverse, upright, it's talking about you're holding on to your money too much, lack consciousness. This is talking about you're going carefree and spending too much money in the physical. However, it's all for the betterment of love, and I could feel that before I even pulled the love card. It's fine. You are aligning to a divine union here. This is divinely orchestrated. Maybe Scorpio, you're about to become millionaires or something of the sort. There's definitely, I do feel like you will be rolling around in money quite soon. There are certain situations, maybe even inheritance or gifts that are coming through for you or another being. And if it's another being, they will be sharing the love. They will be sharing the money. So don't stress. Let's see if we can move on from the money. My God. We have the 3 of Cups. So there's, some type of indulgence, some type of party, some type of maybe even drinking alcohol, maybe even vices or something that are coming through this week for your Scorpio. There's some type of situation you may be invited or you may be organizing, some type of date out. Emotionally, for some of y'all, you definitely have vices that are suppressing emotions. And even the money spending is suppressing emotions. There's a lot coming through. You're literally wanting to have a lot of money so you can experience freedom, yes. However, there is some type of influence in regards to the perception, the fear, or the seeking validation outwards of, wanting to be rich for show, for ego. And, there is this 3 of Cups where it's you do get an ego feed. Specifically, just say when you're out, maybe you haven't been out in a while, and you're just in need of that ego feed. That's the type of energy that's coming through. But, a lot of you are growing up and you're moving on from said vices, said partying. This could represent someone else, Scorpio, as well. If you all weren't resonating with that, it could be representing someone else. Maybe there's a karmic energy because it's 3 as well. However, you're moving on. There's beings moving on from their vices. There's such a push and pull. However, there is definitely a nesting mode here, Scorpio, for building a life with a specific person that's coming through. So, emotionally, you're definitely moving on from anyone toxic, okay? I'm getting that for your Scorpio. You've just had enough. The Star card in reverse here, there is a feminine being, could be you, could be someone else, Scorpio, that, deals with insecurities, deals with actually being seen out in public unless they've got a full face of makeup on, or at least like, wearing the nicest clothes or the best brands or something of the sort. Like, mentally, you definitely have been through a lot, Scorpio, as well, and, taking into account that this Star card in reverse is for you, like there's some insecurities, there's definitely, your ego has been bruised. Maybe there was a specific situation where your ego was bruised. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Let it go. Move on. Just rebuild your confidence. It's all about love. Everything is simply love. There's definitely a wound here with the father figure. Maybe your inner child. One thing I want to state is, like, y'all are looking for validation from a world that crucified Christ, that crucified a perfect man. Okay? Your true father is Christ. It's simply love. Christ is definitely coming through for you all this week, Scorpio, and showing you maybe it's time to pick up the Bible and just open it like divination and read, a few passages and see how it resonates for you. Majority of the beings that connect to me, if not 100% of them all, are twin flames. So, y'all are moving into Christ consciousness, this higher level of consciousness. And, Jesus has your back, okay? You're not moving on, walking alone through life. Even if, like, all relationships were to crumble and you feel alone, you're never alone, okay? Emotionally, you may have been hurt from, like, what's to say, throuple, or, like, a karmic type of energy. Don't worry about it. It just keeps saying, don't worry about it. So we have the Ace of Wands. You're going to get that inspired idea. You've been looking for an inspired idea on the next step to take, okay? And divinity really is going to give you that sign in regards to what that next step is, okay? So, you may feel hot. I just had to turn the fan on because I could feel the heat from that card. There may be some type of rapture. You may even get a temperature or something of the sort. However, there is a spiritual, divine intervention coming through for you this week, Scorpio. And God's really going to show you this week that it's all about the love. There's definitely a deep soul flame, soulmate type of relationship coming through here. Could be a twin flame relationship, but it's all about the love. We have the Hierophant. So I pulled two. That's fine. We have the Hierophant and the Ace of Wands. So, seeking a higher perspective in regards to manifesting your dreams, goals, and desires. Really taking action on it as well in the physical. But yeah, coming together. There's a reunion. There is a deepening of a reunion that is coming for y'all, Scorpio, this week. It's going to show you what y'all are really made of and the real purpose of this divinely loving relationship. The pushes and the pulls, like this divine dance is really going to, for some of you got to choose as well, okay? So 2 kittens, you must choose. You must choose this way, you must choose that way. This could be in regards to like work or school. This could be in regards to being in a relationship or not being in a relationship. This could be in regards to getting this house or getting that house. So this could be in regards to letting go of your obsession with money, or, aligning to certain mindsets to manifest. Like, you'll have a lot of potent power because you've been focusing on this so many weeks in a row to really manifest abundance. Like I stated, some of you may be receiving a large sum of money. Some of you may be receiving inheritance. Some of you may be manifesting and actually becoming millionaires or something of the sort. So look, this is all revolving around a relationship, okay? There is a coming together. There's definitely some mother and father attributes that have influenced and shaped you in regards to how you give and receive love in a relationship. You may be letting them go. You may be reclaiming your own individuality. However, you must choose. It's not necessarily between your head or your heart. You must either choose, like, are you going to live this type of life, or are you going to live that type of life? Are you going to live it spiritually? Like, do you believe even in a higher power? Or, you know, there's just certain things that are coming through. You just have to make your mind up, because that's actually the road blockage, this train push and pull in opposite directions, that it just keeps you stuck and stagnant. It's coming though. There's going to be a huge shift. You may actually be given an opportunity to choose between two things, like 2 jobs, 2 houses, 2 people, you know, something of the sort. Maybe you got to choose between your partner or your friend or something of the sort. Like, there's just a choice that's going to come up this week. Maybe some of you already subconsciously know it. Maybe some of you don't. Might be conscious, might be not. Either way, Scorpio, I'm here if you need help. Reach out to me to book into a reading if you need. Namaste. Amen.